Good evening, party people. It's Saturday, May 29, 2021. Shawwal, day 7, 10. Vlog number 15, 18. Finally, I'm deciding on uploading the vlog from yesterday, so by the time you're watching this video, yesterday's vlog should already be up. Please be sure to go check it out. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. My glasses are so foggy right now. I had to go to Walmart and get water. And it was raining, and it's 10:13. I had, let's see, I think it was last night, or no, it was this morning. I was so hungry when I got up this morning, because yesterday I wanted to make breakfast and I didn't make breakfast, like not all day or night. So, I got up today and I made 2 fried eggs, and I ate them with a croissant, so that was pretty delicious. And then just now, before going to Walmart, I made some spaghetti with a grilled cheese chicken patty, and I have some of that left over. So foggy. Let's see, you guys. What did I do today? Nothing. It's Friday. I was really tired because I was cleaning up after my cats yesterday and I didn't do any laundry. But the fabulous thing is that they're not completely and entirely as clean as I would like. Teddy Bear sheds a lot. I think it's because he's still baby. Anyway, aside from that, I have way less to clean up after them, but there's like a lot of major stuff. And I tried to go to Whole Foods today and I couldn't find any juice because they were closed. And so I went to Walmart. They didn't have what I wanted, so I just got water. Came back. Sleeping pretty good though. I did end up calling PillPack, which is my pharmacy, to see if they would be able to send me an expedited shipment of my medication because I didn't receive my shipment, which I was supposed to receive on the 18th of May, and I didn't receive it. So yeah, and they were like, well, because it's Memorial Day weekend, the earliest that we can send it out. And what do you expect, right? I mean, it is Memorial Day weekend, so the earliest that you'll be able to receive a shipment is Tuesday the 2nd. And I was like, I have seizures. Like, I can't go one dose without my medications. And they were like, we can send it to a local pharmacy, but luckily I have, I think 6 days, you know, in like emergency stash when mishaps happen. You know, so I had that, and I was like telling the lady, like, I have this many days of emergency stash, so that's fine. I guess send it out by Tuesday, and if I still don't receive it by then I'll just have to call y'all back and tell you to just send it to a local pharmacy because I will die. I honestly cannot believe that when I was speaking to the woman like before, that I didn't have this conversation with her, like literally maybe over a week ago. The same exact discussion that like I was supposed to receive a shipment on the 18th. I don't know why I didn't have this conversation with her. I just didn't. So anyways, the cleaning situation in my kitchen, I have bigger fish to fry because there are now, I saw 2 cockroaches, y'all. There's a reason for this, and the reason is that there is like food that is about for them to eat on, so they will just live in your house like that. Or they came up from somewhere else, like the outside, which is also a good possibility. So currently I'm working as a medical assistant, and y'all, I'm totally the type of person that has to be like challenged all the time. And it just like is slowly like my puzzles are starting to like puzzles are starting to piece together, you know what I'm saying? Dude, I'm gonna start doing questions now. Because for medical school, you have to do USMLE steps, like upon graduating and stuff. And like, I roomed with somebody that was already a doctor. She was from Karachi, and all she was ever doing was, and she told me this, and now I'm just like realizing that's probably a good idea, because I'll be on YouTube, you know, researching this stuff, because it's something that, I don't know, I've always just been afflicted with. So yeah, and I was just like watching YouTube as well, and you know, I've been seeing a lot of videos in regards to USMLE steps and stuff, and I could literally, so she said that her name is holy crap, I don't know what her name is, but she was like, so she was always doing steps, and the thing is, that was part of her main like study material, was just doing questions all the time, because she said that because like it's the most time consuming, and I'm realizing myself that is the most challenging thing for me to do, to just keep myself like focused, or like keep myself not focused, but like like I don't know, on track for that. So yeah, I think it would be a good idea, because that's basically all that medicine really is just challenging yourself and trying to figure out like what is wrong with a patient based on their symptoms, and like diagnostic testing whenever they come in to see a doctor, and lab results. So you know, so the questions, they'll be like, you know, a 56-year-old male presents to the ER with a rash or something, and they end up having like Clydesdale disease or something. So that's what the questions are, and they'll be like massive. They'll be like this long paragraphs, like big ass brick long paragraphs, and you have to know like every single aspect of that question. So like one paragraph could be about one disease, and say that it's like Parkinson's, you have to know every single little detail as far as science, math, demographics, chemistry, pharmacology related to Parkinson's disease. And that one question will present Parkinson's disease like one time out of like however many questions, like 1,000 questions, you know? So I think it's pretty challenging. And also, test taking, I would recommend, and just based on my own personal research, is do a lot of test taking. Practice how you take tests, and you're more likely to do better on the written exams and stuff, and the oral exams and practicals and stuff. I mean, I don't really know that much about it, but that's how I feel, is just be a good test taker, because the whole point is to get through a test, because you don't know if they're going to be timed or not. In many cases they are. So do it, like, if you can take a test and you practice taking tests with whatever subject until you know it, like, back and forth, like, until it's basically second nature to you, or, like, in other words, just like another language that you've learned, then I would say second nature is probably a better idea. Then you should do that, and then you'll be way faster, because technically you should know the material, like, pretty good. But I think, like, in my mind, like, for me, like, it's hard to challenge me. Like, it's really easy for me to, like, pick up a book and just, like, memorize it back and forth and through. So I would say keep it basic, like, keep it very basic. Like, don't start doing your own research. Just learn, like, at least the bare minimum, and try to at least figure out how to take tests, and then you'll have, like, plenty of practice tests. That's the thing about medical school. It's really expensive, but you have to buy, like, a lot of practice test taking material and stuff. And then when you have that practice test that you bought, like, you can just, like, take them over and over until you have, like, it in the bag. And basically that means that you can do it, you've done it so many times that you're actually now fast in speed, but also knowledgeable, like, through and through on the topics. You also have to be a really good essay writer. You have to be really good in writing, like, essays. My only concern is, like, getting into medical school requires, like, a whole interview. It requires you to interview with the board of, like, the directors, for, like, a in-person interview for the medical school. And if it's not right, it's just not right. And, like, I mean, I have pretty much prepared myself to be rejected. There's a number of reasons that I feel that I would get rejected. So, but that's just me, though. Like, but there are a lot of qualified and qualified and, like, strong contenders for medical school. So yeah, but for me it's, like, a different story. Don't try to steal from the system. You really can't steal from it. But, like, I don't know if I'll actually ever go to medical school. But I don't know. It's just, I think I would feel more comfortable just going ahead and getting and doing some questions and at least seeing if I'm even like, if it really even challenges me. That's basically why I want to do it. Obviously, medical school is structured in a covert way that nobody really knows, like, how it works until you're actually in it. It's way probably more challenging. It's really, there's a lot of, like, your physical aptitude that is there as well. I mean, you really have to be able to, you know, physically pull it off, like doing, like studying for 10 hours a day, at a young age. So now, like, I'm technically I'm pretty old. Like, people normally, if you finish college by the time that you're, let's say you graduated from high school at 18 and you did your undergrad or your bachelor's, for 4 years, and then you got your bachelor's, then you did another 4 years. That would mean that you would be 22 by the time you finished your bachelor's. Then you would do another approximately 4 years, and then you would be 28 years old. And say that you were doing the surgical route, it's actually an additional 3 years of fellowship post 4 years of medical school, of surgery. I think that includes like your 2 or 3 years of residency that you would do for just your MD in like internal medicine, versus versus internal medicine plus like surgery. I think it's like it's including in the 3 years fellowship for surgery. So yeah. For surgery, like, you have to really like be able to physically do surgeries, like, so I don't know how all that works. They would obviously teach you this in the 3 years of fellowship training. So yeah, and my challenge is that I'm actually old now. So for me to like start applying to different institutions and, you know, like acing every single class and trying to do medical school eventually, it just seems I don't know. It just doesn't seem like en route, basically. So, yeah. But that's just because it's my own situation and not anybody else's. So, I mean, if that's how it'll work for me, then that's how it will work for me. Is basically by trying and just continuing to always try. Also, the other thing is when you're entering into medical or medicine, you're always going to be learning. So, like, that's also my mentality and my mindset is that, like, as a medical assistant, you always have to be up to date on your clinical abilities and training. So always keep an open mind. So if you've been doing it for 5 years, you're gonna always have to have material to look at to make sure that you're up to date and to continue to learn it, like, again, to keep it sharp, basically. For example, like, now when I work, like when I'm actually at work, I am able to pick up some Spanish. If I don't work, I completely forget Spanish. So, and it's kind of like uncomfortable. It's really, really comfortable when I'm actually on the field, and, you know, every now and then, like, somebody speaks Spanish and it just, like, a light bulb, like, goes off in my brain. Like, you know, it's that easy when you actually have been doing it for that long, and, like, somebody speaks Spanish and it occurs to you that you also are already familiar with it. I don't know. That's just how I'm built and wired. So, yeah. So it's really, really cool when your brain, like, pieces, like pieces of puzzles together like that. It's really cool how that works. It's sort of like childhood nostalgia, or like a second language to you. So that was pretty cool. I was working and somebody, like, said something in Spanish, and it just, like, a bell just went off in my head, and I was like, Spanish is coming so much easier to me now. Whereas before it was something that I was totally not focused on. It was more just about excelling and trying to find my place, like, in line. So, yeah, that was a breather for me. I was like, oh, that's cool. I hope I can. So it just motivates me to want to continue, because you know, it's like a positive thing to happen to me, like, psychologically. So I love that. It's like peace of mind. And, like, yeah. Anyways, because there are a lot of like foreign language speaking people, and there's actually a lot of Spanish people that I've like come in contact with. So, yeah. And it's not to, like, impress an individual or anything. Like, it's really about me and, like, and just my ability to help a person that speaks Spanish medically. So, anyways, everyone, I'm gonna get up tomorrow. I have to take a shower, because I think I'm at the point in my, like, house that it's clean enough for me to, like, take a break from it and take a shower. There's still, like, so much more to do, because this location is so weird. So, yeah, but I'm hoping. It's way too much for me to do currently, like, all alone. Ow, holy crap. I did talk to my mom yesterday. Anyways. But, yeah. So I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna, like, take a shower tomorrow, and I'm gonna finally, and use some of my detangler stuff and see how that works. Watch me get really, really, annoyed that it doesn't do what I want it to. But we'll see. Anyways, everyone, I'm going to close the vlog. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will talk to you guys on the next vlog.
I admit that